Alright, jumping into another match against the Bhed Psyches. So we see a little bit more. Oh well, let's talk about techniques first. Let me slow down. No technique. Well, I should be respectful. We have tackle slip 2 and sphere shot on Waka. That could be massive if we're in a situation where we can't utilize nap shot on Dotto. But let's see what we're dealing with. No nap pass on Letty this time. It looks like we've got anti-nap 2 on Nimrock, so definitely not going to be able to utilize that nap shot on Dotto. Let's jump in. Now going over actual changes. So I believe it's something like Waka gets a little bit more shoot, Dotto gets a little bit more speed. I mean, we can definitely use it to win. We got to be honest with ourselves, though. It has been brutal. This is like game number 6, you know, in the win streak. And let me tell you, it's not our win streak. It seems like the Bhed Psyches have been on a tear. I think they've won like the last 5 or 6 games. Terrifying tackle from Blappa. Thankfully, he will not be able to steal the vault and will not be able to sleep Jasu. We're gonna have Waka push forward. But yeah, Bhed Psyches have been nigh unstoppable in their pursuit here. I mean, it's absolutely impressive. We played that very risky there. We got really close to being encountered by multiple people, but able to just get one person. And then the spear shot here. 50's not great, but you know. No, never mind. I was going to say maybe we still make it. Yeah, well, where there's a will, there's a way. We just got to try again. Bhed Psyches, terrifying. I don't understand, because we got like 6 wins in a row against them, and it was all great, it was all fine, and then we just got rolled. I mean, the only thing I can think of is the techniques. We talk about that quite a bit, right? Oftentimes when we go on a win streak, you would think like, oh, like we're gonna lose a game here or there, and then we're gonna go back on the win streak, or we're gonna be fine. But oftentimes, in my opinion, it's really dependent on the technique. So if Nimrock doesn't have anti-nap 2, then I can just, or anti-nap, I can just shoot, right? Like I can just go for it. But if he does, then you know, can't really do that, can I? It's all dependent on what the opponent has for their nap, or for their goalie specifically, I think, and if I have nap shot. And I will say this, that is how influential nap is in this series. Nap is absolutely just a critical ability that we just gotta utilize as much as we can because it's so effective. I mean, that's the whole reason we banned. Well, that didn't really work. I was hoping to. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I was really hoping to convince Barrack to push forward. But yeah, that's why we banned Napshot 3. Napshot 3 was way too good. And we banned it because we would just win every single... Like every single attempt to nap would be guaranteed if there was no anti-nap on the goalie. And then if there was anti-nap 1, it was still pretty good. So Napshot 2, you get a reduction of the shoot stat, of course. You don't get +7, you get +5. And then you also get I think it's like a 70% chance to sleep. It's lower, right? So it's good. Okay, now we're playing like the Bhed, right? Tackle slip all day, can't be touched. Now they know how it feels. We're gonna go for the sphere shot. 63 is very good. And there it is, 1-0. I'm feeling it. We're winning this time. Yeah, I mean, it was the same thing with Invisible Shot to a worse degree. Invisible Shot really was just 60% chance to score, no matter your stats. And I think, if I remember right, I could be wrong, we banned that from the beginning, right? Like, we never had that legal in this series because we knew how dominant it would be. And that was the tough thing, too, because I kept nap shot because I didn't really think about it. And that's how a lot of these things go, right? I don't really think about what an ability will do to us. And then we get it, and we're like, oh yeah, this is crazy. I've gotten requests to like, or I guess more questions on like, will you put Aurochs Spirit in the series? And I'll say this, one of the challenging things about Aurochs Spirit is that the AI will never equip it, even though it's learned. So that's a tough one. But also, like, this is debatable. Does Aurochs Spirit erode the point of the series? Meaning that when Waka has 99 shoot because of Aurochs Spirit, is that too much? I don't know. I'm probably wrong in that. I don't really know if it is or not. It's such a judgment call at the end of the day. That's all it is, right? I mean, it's like, does this make sense? Is this fun? Like, does this matter for the WoW? I mean, maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll think of something. I'm trying to think, like, what would it be the point of an Aurochs spirit? You know? Unfortunately, I don't have Sphere Shot on Bada. I was hoping for Sphere Shot so we could kill time. I also very much wanted Judah to get that. You could argue, like, well, if you wanted her to get it, then you should have just taken the tackle, but I felt like the shot was better because it kills a little bit more time. You just have that risk that Judah's not going to be able to touch it. I mean, you see it past the Blappa here. With only 25 seconds left, they shouldn't make it, but they definitely can. Like, this is not an impossible scenario to score a goal in, but at all. Passing the Eager again, yeah, maybe a little bit more impossible. There it is. 1-0. All right. So we got Waka. No more tackles slipped. Still got the anti-nap. One thing I forgot to check was Letty. Does he have nap pass 3? Does he have any change? He does have changes. None are good. So honestly, we're probably looking at... It's probably got to be Dada, right? Dada's got to be the one to score. Although it could be Waka with a Wither shot. I don't know. I really hate going for Wither. Because Wither is like 50-50 chance to get the stat hit we want. And then it's, you know, get the ball back and also score. But the opponent's not slept, so you still need some semblance of ability. I don't know. I always feel like Wither has so much more to it that it's harder to make a reality than Nap. I don't know. I think there's arguments to go for it, but I don't think we will. Alright, well, you're going to have Bada go for the Wither tackle. Just trying to like get any sort of stats down we can. Endurance, a great stat to hit right now because of the ability to then nap. I mean, Blappa with the ball, we want to hit him for something too, but the question is if we can. I mean, fingers crossed, that's all we can do. Gonna go for a Wither tackle. That's good. Passes have. It's good, but it also ultimately does not matter, to be honest. Like, if we have pass, we don't really care. It's cool, but it's like... cool, I guess. You know what I mean? It's not as relevant. Unfortunately so. I wish it mattered more. This is where we gotta sweat a little bit. Does he still have that nap tackle 3? Is he gonna still be a monster? Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Do I just chill out forever? Like, what's going on? I don't have the... Okay, I'm probably gonna lose the game. That's what's gonna happen. Got it. No, but I don't have the ability to pass the Letty and have him do like a nap business shot thing. And I don't... I'll pass to Dotto, I guess? No. This is the moment, I think, actually. I lied. This is the moment. I'm just gonna pass to Walk and go for the Wither. I will say this as well. Go for the Wither. This is stupid. The smart play, the very smart play, is to just hold the ball forever and I would win. But that is also the very boring play. Like, that's the whole thing. I want to play a game that's interesting. So at the risk of being interesting, I will lose games. You know what I mean? Like, because if I just hold it on the back line, that's actually the reason we actually went auto. That was I would say that's the biggest change. We used to have a manual movement in this series, in the Luka Goers versus the Ronso Fangs, and then we realized, like, oh, we're going to play the same way every single day, every single time, because we can abuse the AI so easily. We can do whatever we want, whenever. You know what I mean? Like, we can make them do things because we know how they think. And that just gets boring, so we had to put the auto movement on. We had to make our players AI as well, essentially. This is a good time to panic. Oh, that was really bad, but does it reduce enough? That's the question. I think it does. 19 could make it because at this point anything can make it. I just say it all the time. I'm like, oh, it's like 23 versus 30. It's not going to make it. And then it's like score with 55 shoe left over. And I'm like, well, that's greater than the original shoe was to begin with. So I don't understand that. But I guess Bhed Psyches energy. Like that's, you know, that's the world we live in. But yeah, we're going to again go for the Waka. We're going to go for the Waka setup. Come on, Waka. Waka's back on the field. Let's go. Let's hope that Dotto gets this. With a little over a minute left, I will throw the game. Watch me. We just need to hit catch this time. Ah, good. Oh wow, they're not playing the way I thought they would. I thought Blappa and Eager would jump at that chance and start going forward. Actually gonna tackle through with Venom. Ooh, that didn't actually work out, did it? I tackled through with Venom because I wanted to reduce Wakeham's endurance a lot. I didn't want to reduce it to 0 though, because I wanted Dotto to steal that ball, but I guess it doesn't happen. And honestly, we'll all out defense at this point because it's over. It's 1-0. We get the win finally after 50,000 years, after a millennia. We get the win, and we will be pushing the Bhed Psyches up another level. Gonna see a pass to Eager. That's very cute. I'll do a little backflip. Oh, he won't even do that because he won't even touch the ball in time. And there it is. Final score. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, gonna be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.